dollars per day. 4 trillion US dollars per day. That's equivalent to the total production of Germany in 1 year. Whereas when Germany deals, well, the GDP is about 1 trillion, lots of people can benefit from that. People can manufacture goods, produce goods, sell goods, spin off into smaller industries, suppliers, transportation, insurance, all kinds of activities were generated when real business of producing goods and selling goods are indulged in. But when you do currency trading, there's no spin-off at all, because you are not really carrying the money, so no transportation. You're not printing the money because you don't have the money. So who gains? Only the trader gains. No spin-off into any industries, no transportation needed, no insurance required, and yet they make tons of money. And they were so happy making money out of nothing that they became very greedy. And of course, the rest, you know what happens. What happens, of course, is that the economy eventually, the financial system eventually collapsed. And until now, they are not able to overcome this because they still love this idea of making money out of nothing, out of short selling currency. Fortunately, we in Malaysia have not played in the financial market that much. I think there was some people who may be indulging in this, but most people have not. Banks have not done that, I believe. And because of that, we are still growing. We are still growing at about 4 to 5%, and that is remarkable in these days when growth in Europe is -1, or if they can manage 1% growth, that would be remarkable. Countries in Europe are actually going bankrupt. Greece today has been made, it's no longer called a developed country, it's now a developing country. Once upon a time, of course, it was a developed country. But Spain is having the same problem. France, Italy, Portugal, all of them are having the same problem because they try to make money out of nothing. Whereas in real business, you make money out of something, either providing service or providing goods. You manufacture goods, you sell goods, then all kinds of other businesses will be stimulated. To make something, you need raw material. For raw material, you need to buy. Somebody makes money selling raw material. You need to transport. Transportation makes money. Shipping lines make money. Lorries make money. All kinds of people make money because you are doing real business. But if you deal in investments, especially in short selling, you may sound that you are making some money, but it's not real money. So Malaysia, if it wants to grow, it wants to be transformed, it should actually be conservative. Don't follow the trend. Forget about them making money, it's not safe. I think we should focus still on either providing services or producing goods, which spins off into trade, into supporting businesses, supporting industries. All kinds of business activities will spin off from producing something that is tangible. Or you can supply services, again, that is very tangible. You service anybody, you make money, and other people make money. You have a hotel, you can make money. But if you sell money, especially money that does not exist, then I think you will get into trouble. So in order to make the progress forward. One has to stay with something that is proven to work for our country. This country started off, I don't know, maybe 2,000 years ago or 1,500 years ago, producing jungle produce, camphor, gaharu and things like that, exchanging them with silk and lacquerware and brassware from China, from all kinds of things from Arab countries, India and all that. We were trading 1,500 years ago, and that was real trade. But today, of course, people have become very greedy. They want to make money faster, and they come up with all kinds of intangible products in the financial market. So we should stick to real trade. If we want to transform ourselves, we should take 3 steps backwards before we make our move forward. Of course, today's banking involves easy transfers of money. You have computers, you have the internet. There are all kinds of things that you can do because communication now is very easy. And you can find ways of using communication in order to do more business. I think one of the best model, of course, is the Amazon, which started off selling books, but today they can supply anything that you want to buy, and the payment is made through banking because banking has accepted this easy communication as a way to transfer money, basically to transfer money, to make payment. You have, of course, credit cards and debit cards. I like debit cards better because there's real money involved. Credit cards, money does not exist. I'm going to claim that I'm the first man in Malaysia to use a credit card. So that should be related when you introduce me. In 1960, I went to Hong Kong. That was my first trip abroad, apart from going to South Thailand. I went to Hong Kong. I wonder why. No, we live in Kedah, you know. When you go to South Thailand, you don't need a passport. You have a letter of facility, you can go to Thailand. But I went to Hong Kong in 1960, and there I discovered Diners Club. I was wondering, maybe this is for dining. So I learned more about it and discovered that with this card, you can pay without carrying any cash with you. So I became a member of Diners Club. I got the first Diners Club. At that time, I think Malaysians did not know anything about credit cards. So I was, I think, the first man to use. If anybody else dares to claim that they are earlier than me, please do. And I'm going to challenge him. But there are 2 things I learned in Hong Kong. One is to invest in trust, unit trust. I invested in Hong Kong unit trust. I made some money, but I sold off everything. I didn't stay long with the investment. But the other thing is, of course, the credit card. It was amazing. After that, in 1962, when I went to Europe, I carried a credit card, Diners Club. Of course, later on, all these banks plagiarized and started issuing their own credit cards. But the first credit card is Diners Club. I think somebody has absorbed Diners Club already. But that was the first credit card. And the introduction of easy money has come with the credit card. And in those days, they don't charge too much interest, and sometimes I pay a little bit late, but they don't charge much by way of interest. So I use a credit card, and from then onwards, new products are being introduced all the time. And these new products are actually new ways of gambling, not actually doing business, just new ways of gambling. You think that if the shares go up and you buy the shares